take their looks away. Most women have nothing. I mean, just think about it, bro. Like, have you ever really thought about it? Like, there's kind of only one thing we want from them. That's that's an issue. You ever thought about how much stuff you put up with just to get some? How much stuff you did? How many lengths you went to? How many days you were on the cusp of insanity? How many times a woman made you insane? And was it really, like, think about it. Think about all these girls that did that to you, or the girl that did that to you, or whatever. Think about if you just took her looks away. Instead of a 7 or an 8, put a 4 body on her. Put a 5 body on her. Does your behavior make sense then? Like, really think about it. Did your behavior make sense? Would you have done what you did? Probably not, right? Probably no way in hell. Probably what? If she didn't look the way that she did, you would have told her to get the fuck out. You would have just not responded one day. You would have just, I'm done with this. Do you see how much their body drives us? Like, we men need to notice how much just sex. That's it. That is it. Sex, lust. That is what drives us. She got a great face, a pretty smile. She touched your shoulder. She got a great rack, a nice butt. And you're done. Like, it's like you don't even care. Like, yes, I mean, you'd absolutely hit. You'd absolutely hit, but to get in a relationship, yeah, she'd probably have to not be absolutely insane, right? But you're not, that's the standard, is like, just don't be absolutely insane. Just be like kind of normal. If she looks great and she's just kind of basic normal, like she's not gonna drive you up the wall, then like, yeah, you're like, okay, let's go. I'm good. You see, like, you see how much of a problem that is? Like, it's literally what? Like, I just don't really see the benefit in a lot of women nowadays. And that's not even a bash on women. It's really not a bash on women. It's just like, I've really only ever saw them, like, the only thing I ever wanted was sex. I can't really remember like a chick that I ever dated that her personality like was out of this world. Like, wow. Like, I just want to hang out with you. The only woman that I ever had that, like, wow, I just want to hang out with you, like, you're cool. It's like a 5 body, like a 4. you know? Like, what are we doing? I just think that, like, you gotta see past what they look like. You have to. If you can't see past what they look like, if you can't, like, if you're just controlled by what they look like, I mean, your life is just gonna get unnecessarily complicated. You're gonna learn a lot of tough lessons that you probably just didn't even need to learn really that way. You'll probably get obliterated in one or more relationships, in one or more marriages. You'll just get taken for a ride. It's like, really, like, seriously think about it. If you're in a relationship right now, or you're married, when you're laying in bed at night and she's laying next to you, I want you to turn over and look at her dumb, sleeping face and just really ponder, like, if she didn't have this body, like, is it worth it? Is the rest of her worth it? Like, is it something that I actually want to? Is it a person that I want to hang around? Is it a person that I enjoy hanging around? A person that I enjoy having be a part of my life? Like, I just think that personally, I've never had a woman like that. I've just never had a woman like that. When I think about it, when I think back to all my previous exes, my previous dating sort of flings or whatever, talking stages, it was really just the body. That's it. I mean, that might sound crazy, that might sound shallow, but it was really just the body and the face. Like, that was it, really. I mean, it was never like, wow, you got a great head on your shoulder. Like, you're just a pleasure to be around. You're just so great to be around. Like, it was always just like lust. That's it. And, like, when you think about it, you take away women's looks, most of them don't have nothing. Most of them, most, almost all the majority of the women that you come across on a daily basis, you take their looks away. Are you even gonna talk to them? Are you even gonna give them the time of day? Are you even gonna think about them? Probably not. Probably not. And, like, we got dudes living with them, because they look a certain way, living with them, finances tied up with them. They got pets together. They got, they're going on vacations, meeting families, doing this, doing that, then having kids together. Like, I don't get it. I think it's all wrong, man. I just think that it's really wrong. I just think that there's something wrong here. Like, fundamentally, like, if men just got over their lust, like, say men got over their lust like tomorrow, 90% of these women that are in relationships would be single now. I mean, you're talking a small, 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 small percentage of women would be in relationships because they're actually like the real deal, you know? They're actually like adding value to your life. They're actually a pleasure to be around. They're actually, you can talk to them. They have a great personality. They can help you spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Like they support you, like you feel connected to them on a deeper level. Like there's just so much depth there. But that would be like a small minority. The rest would just be single. They would just be left out to dry. It would just be an earth full of just single women that would now be desperately scrambling, losing their minds, losing their absolute minds, scrambling, running around frantically, pulling their hair out, eyes bloodshot, sleep deprived for days, trying to find some way to attract a man for the love of God. They would try everything. They would be bending over hand and foot trying to get better every single day. They would be losing it in this hypothetical world where men all of a sudden just get over their lust. I'm not saying that you're not like sexually attracted to the opposite sex anymore. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're not thinking with the guy downstairs anymore. You're not evaluating women, of women to get into relationships with, of women to have sexual relationships with, just by their body, their face, their beauty, their physical beauty. Like it is such an issue if you think about it. The things that men put up with, the things that men do to their lives, they will derail their entire lives. Greatness, so much greatness just gets absolutely hijacked and flown into a building to just burn up in flames, never to materialize because of the physical beauty of a woman. Like, seriously. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I look at all the relationships that I've had with women, and the women themselves, underneath the body, underneath the physical attraction that I had to them, underneath the physical beauty, they were nothing spectacular at all. They were nothing even to write home about. I mean, there was just nothing really there, you know? And if you have one, great, good for you. It's still a problem if you're lust driven, if you don't have your lust under control, because she's going to get more control over you than she should. She's going to use that as a method of control. She's going to drain your masculine energy from you. You need to be retaining your seed, holding that masculine energy within you, leading, being the dominant one, going forward in life, knowing your path. She by your side. You're not concerned with her. She's not your priority. That's what I mean. She's not your priority. She's not the number one priority. Or she's withholding sex from you. And so now you're, oh my God, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Are you happy again? Can we have sex now? Why won't you have sex with me? Like, you can't be in that situation. You just can't be in that situation as a man. You should always, that should never be something that she has. A tool in her toolbox, that should not be something that she has. her physical body, because that's the biggest one that they have. Physical beauty is the biggest method of control that women have. If you can look past what they look like, if you can get past that and start to look at the woman underneath, start to look at the actual being, start to look at who they are, what their habits are, the way that they think, you know, like, do you enjoy hanging out with them? I don't even mean, like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be like you guys can have, you know, deep philosophical conversations, you know, emotionally stimulating, psychologically deep conversation. Like, no, it don't necessarily have to be like that. But she's got to be someone that nurtures you, that she feeds your soul, right? Like, she knows what you want on a deep level. Like, she feeds something deep within you. She gets to something deep, right? It's just it's deeper. She does something for you that it's almost like inexplicable. You almost can't put it into words, but she's got it, right? Don't get, sucked into like looking at women like a checklist. Like, oh, she has this, she has a great personality, funny, she can has intellectually stimulating conversation, she has this, she has that, she has this, she has that. Okay, yeah, good. She's good. Like, that's not it. That's actually rarely it. It's mostly just like, it. You intuitively know it. You just know it, like, on a deeper energetic level. Like, there's just something about her, right? There's something about her, not even her body, there's just something about her. Not to say that the body shouldn't play a part, right? Obviously, like I said before, you are a sexually motivated, sexually driven individual. Sex is a facet of your life. It is important. You do want your woman to, you want to be sexually attracted to her, physically attracted to her. But you have to, that's different from just being solely driven by what a woman looks like, by giving that more weight than you should, by not looking at the other things, by not looking at her as an entire package. If you don't look at women objectively with clear eyes, you're just in for a world of hurt. Your lust will cloud you. It will make you make the wrong decision. You'll make the wrong decision. You will get into a relationship you should not be in. You will be interacting, sleeping next to, living with a person that you should not be doing those things with. You don't want that. And I've learned from experience, trust me, I know. All of the previous ones, there's maybe one that was good. But all the previous ones, they just, if I had taken their body away, I would have just been like, what am I doing with you? You know? What am I doing with you? You have to be able to see if she actually likes you. Usually you can tell by what a woman does for you. Look at what a woman does for you. Not if she's texting you or going on dates with you and having you pay, or Snapchatting you, or you know any of this stuff. She could even have sex with you. But if she ain't doing something more, if she ain't showing like devotion to you, if she ain't showing, you know, service to you, you know, acts of service, if she's not showing you things, helping you, being submissive, being feminine, being helpful, then it's very likely that she's not, no, you don't have her. She's not your girl. She's not really your girl. You're just some guy, right? You're just some guy that she can get attention from when she wants it and get some sex from when she wants it, but you're not the top pick. You're not round one, draft one, what is it? Round one, first pick, you know? You want to see that she's like, you want to see some sort of devotion, like some sort of act that shows that she's going a bit out of her way, like she's doing a lot, right? You want it to be that, because then you know that like your first round first pick, like you are the number one choice. Like you should never settle for a woman who, you know, you weren't her number one choice. You should always want to be a woman's number one choice. If you're not her number one choice, then it's just not worth it, you know? If a woman sees you as number one choice, she'll do things for you. You'll be able to have significant leverage, significant power, even in the early stages, you'll be able to make demands. You'll be able to set the frame. You'll be able to ask her to do certain things, and she will do it. You know, that's the one you want. It's got to be deeper. It's got to be deeper. It can't just be about the body. Not, no. All right, that's it. That's the video.